What is a reason you are glad to be single? On a day-to-day basis, I struggle less with feelings of guilt. There are things one misses out on by not being in a relationship. But not beating yourself up over a snappish reply or a thoughtless gesture towards someone you care about are not among them. A lot of people I know who've ruined their lives did so over a lover. Whether trying to get one, keep them, or fighting someone else over them. Relationships can be very dangerous if you're too emotionally immature. Edit. Thank you everyone for the upvotes and awards. I really hope this helped someone see a bad situation clearly, or avoid one. And I've especially enjoyed reading people's accounts of learning from their mistakes. Love has a habit of making fools of even the wisest people. But that doesn't mean it's worthless or fake. It just means a new chance to find the right person to share life with. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want without checking in with anyone. The only things stressing me are my own stresses. I don't have to help support someone else through theirs. Christmas is coming and I have no stress and it's not expensive. I'm naturally very empathetic and a people pleaser. It's a part of my brain that goes into hyperdrive when I'm with someone I like. It's not even conscious most of the time. But it can be exhausting. It's nice that my brain can turn that part off when I'm alone. Also, I can wake up and go to sleep at any time I want without messing up my sleeping patterns. And middle of the bed. And not needing to check in with his plans. I can do whatever I want and not feel guilty about spending time with no one. I can sleep in the middle of the bed with the fan on if I want. I can also leave something on the table and come back 2 weeks later and it is still there. No longer being forced to hang out with their friends. Especially when the friends are one-dimensional pretentious turnips. F-king freedom, I love the single life. PR Wakuo. Learn to love myself without needing anyone else's words of affirmation after being single for the first time in a few years. I'm not a huge fan of the single life, but in the past when I've been in a relationship, I always felt like I needed to check my phone 24/7. I like being able to just chill and play video games. Watch a movie. I'm learning to navigate the world through the lens of my own needs and desires without worrying how I'm being perceived by a partner. I do not believe I will be a good person to be in a relationship until I can do that, so I'm happy to struggle with it. Also, I really love dancing poorly to LCD sound system while my dog watches with fear and judgment in his eyes. Not that I couldn't do that before. It's just so free to do it in my own apartment alone. Edit. Thank you all for your funny, kind, and thoughtful replies. I love Reddit because of this kind of thing. Also, I know, but thanks for the awards. It's so sweet and made me feel better about the fact that I dance like a dumbus alone. As someone who got out of a 3-year-long relationship about 4 months ago, I would say one of the biggest thing I'm glad about being single is being able to see myself clearly again. You don't realize how much being in a relationship can blind you to how you've changed. Or how love can numb you to certain things. When I got out of that relationship and once the initial crying and being depressed phase ended, I slowly realized how much happier I was and how much I've changed. Some of it good and some bad. But it was like being able to see myself through a clear lens and not through a distorted one. Edit. Didn't realize this would get any notice at all. Thank you to the kind stranger who gave me my first award. I was engaged but broke it off in July after putting up with a lot of disrespect from him and his family. I had quite a bit of money saved aside for our wedding, but now I can spend it on things I've wanted for a very long time. I am finally taking care of myself and learning more about who I am as an individual instead of being someone's fiancé registered sign. Because I'd rather be single than be with someone who doesn't appreciate my love and affection. I don't have to live in anxiety 24/7. I never want to turn the key in the door and have to worry about what is going to on the other side again. I don't want to have to manage another's emotions or walk on eggshells. I love the peace that my space is mine alone. I also hate the obligations that tend to come with relationships. I don't want to attend other people's events or buy presents for in-laws, etc. Basically, I'm selfish. My apartment is clean and neat, and most importantly, 95% empty. Edit. I didn't expect this many votes. No longer feel like I'm dragging a dead body behind me through life. Honestly, being single allowed me to put more focus on finishing my undergrad degree, which I just did this last week. Edit. This is the first time I've been awarded on Reddit. Thank you so much. I don't want to take into account someone else's wants and needs when making life decisions. I just graduated from college during COVID and I'm so lost, so I don't want to have a partner until I'm less lost. No one can cheat or abuse me. How much I don't like being around people. Spent many years letting partners treat me poorly because I didn't value myself. And I jumped from one to the next. I told myself in August 2019 I was going to do a 1-year break from dating. It's December and I've extended it because I'm so happy and I've started to appreciate my value. It's a dope feeling. And I recommend anyone who bases their value solely on others' treatment of them in romantic relationship to do the same. Sometimes I worry about being single. Then I remember my parents and how they've been at each other's throats for all my life. Dying alone then seems like a blessing. Not screaming at my partner all the time. No kids to traumatize with all the aforementioned screaming. Bliss. I learned who I am after I decided to stop dating. It's been 4 years being single. And I really love who I've become. I was able to establish myself, my goals, and who I want to be. Edit. Bro. Thanks for the award. You all keep being you. It's the best thing you can be. Not having to deal with partners leaving you completely unfulfilled and always putting their bullshit above you. Not having to argue to exist in the ways you do because their insecurities and lack of self-worth smother your joy. I can do whatever I want whenever I want. If I want to stay up late, I can. If I want to go to sleep early, I can. If I want to sleep in, I can. If I want to wake up late, I can. If I want to buy that Xbox, PS, Nintendo, or upgrade my PC, I can. If I want to play video games, I can. If I want to watch a movie, I can. If I feel like watching TV, I can. If I feel like listening to music, I can. If I feel like reorganizing or redecorating my apartment, I can. If I want to go out to eat, I can. If I feel like cooking something at home, I can. I can choose how I use my time. I can choose how I spend my money. I can choose how I save my money. Do I feel lonely? I'll admit it. Sometimes I do. But I have good friends. If I feel like hanging out with my friends, if someone wants to hang out with me, I can. If I don't feel like going out, I can stay home. Just scrolling through the comments in an effort to make myself feel better about going into this long dark COVID restricted winter as a single woman. I've had some really abusive relationships. Peace. I am learning how to live without walking on eggshells. Jumping to meet a communicated need. And constantly doing this so as to avoid or trouble. It's been a challenge to learn to relax and get to know myself again. 58F divorced from an 18-year marriage. Edit. Thank you for the award. To anyone reading this who might be in a similar situation, find a way to make yourself safe. Create a step-by-step plan. Ask for help. Despite the woeful lack of sex, being single means I get to spend my money on my own shit. Some marriages have a woeful lack of sex too. Haven't seen it in this thread yet. But talking to myself and not having it seem weird. If someone else is around when you talk to yourself, you're a nutcase. But if no one hears you, It's fine. Can't be cheated on when you're single. I can come home and unwind and not hear someone else tell me about their shitty day or remind me about the dishes in the sink or the laundry or the things we need to do or places we need to go. My life is stressful enough with just me and my job in it. I visited a friend in Nashville back at the beginning of the year. I'd been there for all of 4 hours when this little voice in my head went, "You belong here." So I'm moving there next summer. Probably wouldn't be able to do that if I wasn't single. I don't like spending time with people. Now that I am single, no one can drink, get DUIs, use all my money to pay their fines, cheat on me, leave me, falsely accuse me abusing my children in order to not have to pay child support and sue me for divorce. So there's that. Being able to save. I don't have to talk to anyone daily. I don't have to check in on someone and care for what they are doing. I can literally hermit in my room, binge watch TV shows for a week straight, and not message a single person or have anyone bothering me. It's truly wonderful just having to live and care for myself. I love having my alone time and recharge time. Talking to someone every day would interfere with that. Dating apps and all of the stupid and ridiculous made up rules people think are gospel for dating. No thanks. I'm perfectly happy on my own. Not interested in the games and nonsense. Parents not judging. I agree. My ex's family didn't like me. And my family didn't like him. It was really annoying to worry about it. Now I'm free from worrying about them getting mad every time I went to see him. I genuinely prefer it, to be honest. I don't have to answer to anyone as an adult and I love that. I think I'll want to settle down eventually. But not for a while. Getting a good night's sleep in the same bed with another person is kind of a crapshoot with me. I can eat a PB&J or popcorn for dinner if that's what I want. I am at a lower risk of being poisoned and assassinated. I can play video games till 5 AM and no one will be mad. I drive a truck. Being single, I can stay out on the road 4-8 weeks at a time. More miles equals more money. Plus, with nobody spending but me, I can save up a lot of money. Old timers will tell me about how they used to drive and loved it. Every single time I ask why they stopped, the answer has been, I got married and she wanted me at home. This is one of a few jobs where a relationship can be a major liability. Not always, but more often than not. It's selfish. But I get to do whatever I want to do and nothing I don't. Feels good. I'm extremely happy that I'm not in a relationship with a woman that I don't really super really love. I've been in a toxic relationship before. And I still think it's better to be alone than to be stuck with the wrong person. I'm not sorry that I had the experience. But I am glad it's behind me. Now hopefully I can find something better. Zero relationship admin. I can buy chunky peanut butter without getting grief. I guess that I don't have to worry about my mental health affecting somebody I love. Can't get my heart broken. Sometimes you just need to be alone and have time with yourself and reflect. You can't do that when you're in a relationship. You just can't cut yourself off the grid and be alone. In a relationship you're constantly in communication with your SO. And can't abruptly go dark. Single you can do so and spend all the quality time you need by yourself. Been single my entire 27 years of life, but I guess being that I'm introvert I like that I don't have to keep up with texts or phone calls. I don't have to manscape. All of them. I am single for the last 10 years plus. All my money is mine. All my time is mine. All my attention goes where I want it to go, minus distractions. Hi Reddit. In my view the planet is overpopulated. So there is no serious thought of reproduction. I just try to get fulfillment in life. Stuff in my home is exactly where I left it. I'm not actually single, but this is what I remember from when I was. Other people have all kinds of weird habits that make your life difficult. Want to wash a pan? Someone's filled the sink with plates. Go to collect your keys? Someone couldn't find theirs and has borrowed yours and thinks they may be in their coat pocket. Where's the coat? They can't remember. Peaceful. I no longer have to explain, educate, teach someone how to treat me with basic human kindness and respect. Just the ability to do anything I want at any time I want is all. Don't have to shave my f-king legs. I get to masturbate as much as I want. I don't have to worry what I look like or what I'm wearing while I'm just chilling on my days off. Hair up in a messy bun. No makeup. No pants. No problem. IDK what kind of people you've been dating, but if we're just sitting at the house I would never expect my partner to care about their appearance for my sake. I used to live for no pants snuggles on the couch because neither of us got dressed today and we don't have any reason to leave the house. No poor girl has the misfortune of getting intimate with me. Coming from a small town and watching every single girl get engaged after high school and pop out a few kids by the time they're 22. Almost all are entirely dependent on the husband. Get divorced later on and they're left with no self-identity or work experience to support themselves. Sounds harsh. But one of the saddest reruns to watch for me. I'm fine with relationships, but the crazed need for an Instagram wedding and mommy life make me happier each year to not join the parade. Because it won't hurt when another person leaves or dies. Self-preservation is what it is. I can fart with impunity. FCK being single. I compromise for no one. I enjoy my own company. It amazes me that anyone finds the time to make a relationship work in hindsight. Nobody is messing up my Netflix algorithm. Because I am allowed to have bad days where I can freely curse without having to explain it to the other person that no, I am not mad at them. And no, I'm glad to be single because I'm learning self-love peacefully. Being in a relationship while working on my self-worth definitely helps open parts of me that need work but also causes a lot of stress. Healing isn't easy, but I'd rather do it where I don't have extra obstacles. There is no way I am someone's better option. Only hanging with my friends when I want to. I am an introvert and used to date an extrovert who couldn't pass a weekend without going out socializing at least 5x. He'd insist on dragging me along on or invite his friends over. That was hell for me. I just wanted to relax on my own or spend quality time instead of having to entertain guests that weren't even nice to me half of the time. Last time I kissed someone it gave me tonsillitis. Had a gal over in the morning and a different one over at night. I have a queen bed and I can use one half to sleep and the other half for books and my Nintendo Switch. My bed is the best nightstand for all my books when I'm too lazy to get up on weekends. No one is there that I have to move stuff over so they can sleep. Edit. Yes, I know it's weird from some of the comments, but I've been an avid reader for years, and when I used to date my partner and I would have books around the bed and nightstands. We are big readers. He loved Conan and fantasy and I loved science fiction and non-fiction. We broke it off and remained friends, so the books took his spot. Yes, I did clean it up, but with COVID I got a little lazy. Also, I have my privacy in my own home. I have not dated for years and I don't think I want to ever give up my space and feeling of being safe and alone when I come home after a long day. To quote the Rolling Stones, I'm free to do what I want at any old time. I don't have to worry about remembering arbitrary dates. Happy 2 months and 2 weeks, babe. What? Just got out of a very toxic relationship where my partner was extremely abusive. Wouldn't let me do anything or even work. My ex could do anything though. Go out all day. Late at night. I had to do everything for our son. When I die there's nobody to go broke. Funerals are too expensive, yo. Money. Freedom to do what you want. I don't want to meet or have dinner with your family. I don't want to hang out with your friend and her boring partner. You don't need your SO's approval. Why would you want someone to nag you for any potential purchase or decision you've made? Cause I can bang all these hot MILFs in my area. They send messages every time I open a dating app or Facebook. They hide when I resume ad block though. I can get out of bed through either side. Peace. Not having to worry about texting back someone all day. Or FaceTiming them. Or calling them. Not having to worry about getting cheated on. Not having arguments. Not having to deal with someone's BS. Attitude. Mood swings. Not having to worry about setting up dates and whatnot to keep things fresh. Not having to deal with someone's ex. Literally just being able to have a peaceful life and doing what you want to the fullest without anyone say,